I don't know if you noticed, but in the group chat, I screwed
What
up
about
the
now?
link. Yeah, sure, it sounds better now. I screwed up the link to the live stream for the Patreon page as well. I've got nothing working in my favor, and I've drank less tonight than I have probably, other than the night that I was sick. I probably drank less tonight than I have at any episode. I didn't even have my first drink until we started.
Wow. You okay?
Yeah, I got in trouble last week. I went hard.
Which
Saturday.
day?
Yes.
All the days?
Yes. So yeah, I've been put on restriction. That I'm kidding, but yeah, just trying to chill out a little bit. Yeah. So Urban Meyer stuff. You guys both know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, we're on.
I think so.
Yes, we're live.
You actually would have tricked me this week.
Oh,
yeah, for like the first time.
I can't even say it. Welcome back. This is last call. So
I know.
Everyone grab a drink and let's talk about dirty old man Urban Meyer.
What about him?
A dirty old man?
It's just a guy at a bar.
You know what I'm talking about, Ryan?
No.
Just a guy at a bar in Ohio. That's it.
You're pretty checked out, so I wasn't sure if you had any clue what we were even talking about.
I'm pretty checked out. What are you talking about?
You don't pay attention to stuff.
I do. Well, I don't pay attention to Urban Meyer. Not much.
Yeah. So
I thought he had like a heart attack or something and stopped coaching football.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's been many times where he's had. So he's the head coach of the Jaguars, right? The Jacksonville Jaguars right now.
He's big time.
What?
With Trevor Lawrence, starting quarterback.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. So
I was kidding because I was referencing Florida and why he quit Florida. And
why he quit Ohio State.
Did he also quit Ohio State for the same reason?
Yeah, like to deal with his family and health or something. Yeah, some other BS fucking reason. Anyhow, so this is his first season as head coach of Jacksonville Jaguars. They drafted Trevor Lawrence first overall. They're 0-4 on the season. And instead of flying home with the team Sunday night, he went to a steakhouse or a restaurant that he owns in Ohio. For like a co-owner's birthday or friend's birthday or something like that. And then video emerges of some young, very, very, very young girl grinding upon him. And it looks just like Urban Meyer, but I think the video quality is poor enough that he could have easily denied it. However, instead, he has released a statement saying, my apologies to the Jacksonville Jaguars team and fan base and, ownership and everything. And someone's like, and your wife too, right?
I don't know. I mean,
and
what do you do at a restaurant if some woman starts grinding up on you?
Leave.
I don't know what kind of situation him and his wife are in.
I'm just kidding.
If I value my marriage, which I do, I exit that situation.
She might be fine with it. You don't know.
No, that's some of the talk. That's some of the internet stuff going on right now. Is that based off of the reaction that his wife has had on social media, which has been very just a mundane kind of reaction to it.
Like it's maybe a Tuesday, man. What are you talking about? This is just what we do. We go out to steakhouses and he gets grinded on.
Well, yeah, she was not there.
It's grinding Tuesday.
Grinded. It's like. Yeah, it's like
Grind Tuesday.
It's like being hanged versus being hung are two different things, but they should be the same.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man.
Well, you're the one that's a fan of the unit stuff, so I thought that. Anyhow, all right.
Oh yeah.
But it also appears, I guess, that I don't know if the Southern Cal coach has been fired or they expect the Southern Cal coach to be fired, but some people are speculating that Urban Meyer is trying to get fired for morality clause so that he could basically head over to be the Southern Cal coach as well. So the story coming out is Urban Meyer is a big old perv. His wife doesn't care. They have an open relationship, and he's trying to get fired in his first 4 games into the season of his NFL career to be the head coach at Southern California. And I think that's hilarious.
But he wouldn't make up. He wouldn't do some weird, stupid thing to get fired. Like he just would make up a medical condition and quit, like he does.
I don't know. Does that same thing work in the NFL? Can you do something like that?
Why not? Why?
I don't know. I feel like Urban Meyer has been a creep from the very beginning. I've always found him to be a very strange guy. Like one of my good buddies who is an Ohio State fan, I'm like, what do you think of Urban Meyer becoming your head coach? And he's like, from a coaching perspective, I love it. From a person perspective, I hate it.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, Urban Meyer to Georgia State.
No.
No, I'm good. Pass.
Well, I guess he would come here and recruit some like really crazy all-star quarterback, though, right? I mean, that would.
And if history serves, win a national championship
and leave with that quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the stars are aligning for our 2025 national championship.
Exactly.
I mean, Atlanta is known for strip clubs and getting grinded on.
Yeah,
John. You don't have to go to a steakhouse.
John made a comment about Urban Meyer working in a city with Magic City here, and I was like, "Could you imagine what that annual spring tour would look like? We're not going to go to Marlowe's Tavern. We're going to Tattletales. We're going to Magic City.
Oasis.
It'd be the highest turnout we ever had.
Look all the money we raised.
And half these girls actually work or go to school at Georgia State.
Oh, yikes!
No, sorry, we're not Kennesaw. I knew a girl that worked at. Which one was it?
Flat. What?
Which one was it? She worked at. It must have. I want to say it was the Pony. I don't know. I never saw her when she worked there, but it was a friend that I made in college. It was a friend of hers that from high school, and she was going to Kennesaw State, and she actually was she was a dancer at one of the strip clubs here, and actually posed in Playboy wearing her Kennesaw State stuff and got kicked out or threatened to be kicked out of Kennesaw State.
What? That's free advertising.
I know, right? When she Kennesaw State, I'm in.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Kennesaw State.
What is that? What is that logo? And a quick Google, and you're like, oh man, enroll. How many people did that? Looking at those pictures.
What degree is she in?
We want all the sexual predators coming to our school.
Sexual predator for you said it's a magazine? You said it's Playboy?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that if a guy actually went to Kennesaw State because he wanted to meet naked, well, I guess that's why you go to college, right? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of guys do.
Education? What? No.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't have a lot to talk about tonight. I kind of went through everything, but I felt like I just wasn't finding anything really relative to talk about. I'm bummed about the game.
Yeah, fuck that game.
Not being able to watch the Monroe game or go to it, or not that I would go to the away game, but I don't know. I just had a hard time putting stuff together for it this week. Hopefully I have more to talk about next Tuesday.
So if we roll into Louisiana week 4-4, how are you gonna feel?
What are we right now?
1-4.
1-4.
Yikes.
So what we got? So if we beat Monroe this week, we're 2-4. We have our bye week. It's bye week after Monroe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then it's Texas State at home. So then we're 3-4. Who's the following?
Trash.
Oh, yeah. That's when we start everything. Yeah. So if we're rolling into Lafayette, 4-4, coming off of a win against the trash down south, then yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I think that obviously Monroe, like I said, I don't want to cover. I don't want to say an 18-point spread, but they're at the quarterback. I've got no idea what to expect. But assuming we win this week, assuming we can beat Texas State, the Armadillos, Ryan, in case you forgot their mascot. Do you know their mascot, Ryan? Do you know what the mascot of Texas State is?
I do.
Okay.
But I'm not going to tell you just in case.
That's what somebody would say who did not know it.
I do, but I'm not going to, just in case, because I feel like maybe you don't know.
Oh, I know what it is.
No, I know what it is.
Bobcats. It's the Bobcats.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, that's a team that we should also beat. They lost to their FCS opponent, so at the team that we have the ability to beat, despite how we've played this season. So
you're 3-4 walking into Southern.
Yeah, so then we head down there, and even though they put the beat down on Arkansas State has the same record as we do. They're last in their division as well. So yeah, if we walk out of Statesboro on a 3-game win streak, yes, I'm feeling good about myself.
And then you got to find 2 more on those last really tough games.
Arkansas State and Troy.
Yeah, there's a path to 6 still, but Quad needs to figure out whatever's vexing him, and
no more rust.
No more rust. Yeah.
My prediction of not losing to all three of App, Lafayette, and Coastal is in dire jeopardy right now.
Yep. Watch us just come back and like dominate Coastal. Just demolish.
Well, I still think that Coastal has not had to play a real legit game yet.
Yeah. I buy it.
I think there's a stat like the opponent's win record's 5-14 that they've beaten.
Yeah, someone put that stat out there on PT. Yeah, their opponents have won 5 games total this season,
which is clearly why they've moved up in the rankings.
Yeah. Well, everyone likes that feel-good story, and a lot of people, they see a 5-0 record, and that's all they see. All right, well, if you're 5-0, then you must be good.
Well, and it's a continuation of a very good record from last year too. They only lost that last game.
Yeah, I still don't think they're that great.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is their schedule like coming up here?
Is there any realignment news? We can not talk about Coastal and we can talk about realignment instead. Because David, I mean, you're now totally on the bandwagon of AAC again.
Okay, so I couldn't remember if that happened before or after last week's episode or not, because like I said, I had a bad weekend, and I don't know where I am honestly right now where it comes to where we should be as a conference. I don't want to be in the Sun Belt.
But like in the State of Atlanta chat, you're like shitting on me, being like, "No, AAC forever." Like,
not forever.
No, forever. You're like forever. No, like, come on, man. You're like red and black NWO forever.
No, we're eventually going to the Big 12.
Wolfpack.
Eventually going to the Big 12.
There you go.
There we go.
Big 12. What? No.
Yeah, we should just skip the AAC altogether. Leapfrog that piece of shit conference. No, I don't know.
SEC or bust.
What I had said on the group chat was now that Colorado State and Air Force had declined invitations, and the assumption would be that UAB was going to be their first team to go from the very beginning, then yeah, I like the remainder of the American plus UAB and us.
UAB does not have an invite or anything.
I understand, but I'm saying that I'm talking about we're speculating what Georgia State wants to do. I got to speculate what the conference is going to look like.
You're creating the conference you want and then putting us in it, which is not.
I'm giving all the stipulations of why I would approve of this conference.
But UAB could just as easily come to the Sun Belt.
I don't think so. So since we've last talked about this, there have been so Georgia State has said that they would turn down an invitation.
Yeah.
The same kind of rumblings are coming out of UTSA fan base, which is another school being talked about.
That they would decline.
They would decline, and then also UAB.
I don't know why they would decline. UTSA's in
take it.
USA, right?
Yeah.
They should go. San Antonio should go.
Has said that it's not financially feasible.
Do you know there?
To go to the AAC as well. So now there's even more teams talking about not going.
Everyone come to the Sun Belt.
No, I don't. I still don't want that. I don't want to be associated with these schools. These academic institutions that we have in the conference. I want to be associated with different. Why? Because I don't like these schools.
So you want a David conference?
I don't like these travel locations. I don't
What
I don't want to go to Lafayette. I don't want to go to Monroe. I don't want to go to Troy. I don't want to go to Troy's not far, but I don't really want to go. I don't really want to go to Mobile. Obviously, don't want to go to Statesboro. What?
It's not that far. Where is it, Troy?
Yeah, it's down.
It's the trash down south. If we kick them out
on our way to Auburn,
I don't know. No. I was drunk.
So you want to form your own conference, is what I'm hearing. You want to cherry pick from CUSA. AAC.
No, what I'm saying is when it goes to schools or locations I want to visit, yes, I don't want to visit New Orleans, but having Tulane in New Orleans, that is a destination for a lot of our fan base. Philadelphia is a legit city, like even though it's dirty and trashy as hell, it's better than going to any other college town in the Sun Belt Conference. Like I don't like the locations. Yes, it was way better when Cincinnati and I guess Memphis is technically still there, but Cincinnati and Houston and Orlando were in there. But
you mean the schools that you always would cite when you said that's where I want to be?
Yeah, I mean, even
and Memphis. You like to throw in Memphis, but there's reasons for that.
Yeah, that's just my family's there.
Personal
Yeah,
reasons,
I'm from there, and it's not because I have any affinity to the school itself.
It's a pretty good. It is a good program to have in your conference, though.
Yeah.
Like, so there's no reason not to name them, I guess. But with those other 3 programs, they were the ones. Obviously, they were the ones. That's why they got grabbed.
Right. They're trying to get out, right?
But yeah, when I look at our away game schedule every single year, I would not mind going to Boone. Conway, obviously is fine or whatever, but not that I don't like that school. Period.
How many away games do you go
Is it
to?
fine? Have you been there?
I don't go to a lot of away games because it's shit cities.
Nah, you wouldn't go to a good city either. Come on, man. If we were playing Cincy, you wouldn't go to Cincinnati.
I would absolutely. I mean, I've traveled to Falcons games because it's cool places to go to.
All right.
So I would definitely go to more away games.
David,
I'm looking forward to the video poker in Conway. At the
they
gas
have
station,
the gambling
on the corner. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. Just to pull a Ryan and go back to our previous topic. In 2 weeks, Coastal will be at App State.
That's their game. Their other game.
That's when we'll see what Coastal has.
Wait, that's
this
our
year.
bye week, huh? So we'll be able to watch it no matter what.
That's our Texas State week.
Oh, right. Armadillos.
Oh, sorry. I said 2 weeks. It's 3 weeks. They have their bye. So yes, because the Sun Belt loves them. The adoring or adorable sea chickens. They get their bye week before playing App, but it is on a Wednesday.
Weird.
I think they're gonna need it.
Yeah.
So wait, does that mean App has to play on a Saturday and then play on a Wednesday before that game?
See, it's the 20th.
That'd be pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Well, that would be very.
That'd be very Sunbelt. Yeah.
It'd be very Sunbelt of the Sunbelt.
You guys give them like so much.
No, you're
malice.
Ryan.
They're just bad.
Ryan, that did not happen. You know why? Because they play on the previous Tuesday.
Even weirder.
Previous week's Tuesday. So they play. They're at Lafayette on Tuesday the 12th, and then they play. They host Coastal on the 8 days later on the 20th on Wednesday. But they did have 10 days off between us and Lafayette. So yeah, they got their schedule is a lot better than ours.
So if App beats the Beach Chickens, do they fall out of the top 25?
Absolutely.
I bet you.
I mean, I guess it
they'll
depends
stay
on
in the lower 20s. I think.
I guess it depends on whether or not App has won or lost at Lafayette, and how high Coastal has climbed at that point. Because a lot of times a team like that will end up like in the 24th or the 25th spot, just kind of like let them hang on to see if they can keep it going and make it. Because once you fall out to receiving votes, I feel like it's really hard to get back in. But if you're in the 25 from the previous week, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know.
So we're basically their second hardest game on the schedule, right?
Well, they've got yeah, I guess it would. Well, because they don't have Lafayette this year. Mm-mm. So unless you would want to call it the Trash Down South difficult, but without their head coach and all that jazz, who knows?
Yeah, we have no idea if we're the hardest.
The hardest. If we have the hardest unit,
we have the hardest unit.
Lower unit extended.
Being a man's man.
I got to give it to the Black and Gold podcast, guys. I listened to some of that episode.
Not us.
They had very gracious smack talk against Southern.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, they hate Southern, but they may actually hate Southern more than we do.
They definitely sounded way more focused on them than we are.
Yeah, I struggle with that on here. Is I don't know how much to talk about them because, like I've said before, back in marketing at Georgia State, like the superior product never talks about the inferior product. The national brand doesn't talk about the generic brand type thing. So Coke will never reference Pepsi in their stuff, but Pepsi will always talk about comparing themselves to Coke or the other guy or something like that. So I don't want to acknowledge them that much and give them credit, but then also I feel like every Georgia State fan loves hearing shit talk about Southern. So
Also, they shit talk us too, so it's not like a Pepsi Coke thing at all, because we all just shit talk each other all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, but they're the ones that really do suck.
Right, exactly. But we're right and they're wrong with their shit talk.
That's the difference. Is we are
the thing is they make up shit. Like we're like, oh, they have a drainage ditch they call Beautiful Eagle Creek and they swim in it, and like that's true. And then they're like, oh, Atlanta is like a post-apocalyptic wasteland where you just get shot at all the time. And I'm like, that's not true. That's dumb.
And every student is a gay black heroin addict.
Yeah,
as well.
That's dumb. That's dumb stuff.
Like, the trifecta. I think they did make some kind of crazy post this past weekend about it being super unsafe in Summerhill. I'm like, what?
No.
Well, there have been some problems that have come up recently in Summerhill with lack of some police presence and everything. But on a game day, I don't think you have anything to worry about whatsoever at all.
David, I live here. It's fine.
I think it's fine where you are.
I'm in Summerhill, directly in it.
The reports have been around the stadium. Around the stadium specifically, like players going between Aspen Heights and the stadium. Some stuff there. So, but yeah, no, I've never felt unsafe, walking over to your place from the stadium or hanging out in that area. It's never been a problem for me. But
right. Anyway, like I said, they're liars and we're not. So, we win.
It's funny too because I do go on to the Sunbelt message board quite a bit just because there's a lot of realignment talk there, and I kind of thrive on that. Yeah. But there is also, it's a place to get some topic ideas and just kind of get what the other fan bases are talking about and everything. And the one constant thing when it comes to Georgia State is there is absolutely zero respect for Georgia State, and I to an extent I understand why. And they hate Ben Moore. Oh man, they hate that guy.
Oh yeah,
I hate that guy with an absolute passion.
Is Panama and Saint DK still? Do they still get talked about?
Just Panama.
Panama's still there. He posts all the time.
Oh my god,
he's the number one poster on that board.
He still doesn't come to games though, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything because I don't see a lot of people because they didn't get they opted for lower level seats versus club, which is actually kind of a cool option to have at Center Park Stadium. Is like I don't have to pay for club seats and I actually get a lower level, really kind of good view of the field versus club. You're kind of taking away your back from everything. It takes away from the look of the stadium because you don't get seen that in that lower level. Does it look like there's less fans in the lower level? And they are because
I like the view of the field from the club level, like that.
I like it too. I mean, I no problem whatsoever at all. But I like that opportunity to have a great seat, whether you want to pay for club or not. And not that it's that expensive.
Oh yeah, no, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, what's expensive about going to Center Park is single game tickets.
Oh, well, how much are they?
Like at least $40.
Why were you trying to do that? I mean, like I just had 6 tickets go unused on Saturday.
No, exactly. I think they priced the single game tickets to make the season ticket package look, very attractive.
Oh,
but really, you should be able to get into a Georgia State football game for $10.
Maybe a $5. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe for if they open up the upper levels or something like that. But yeah, I think it should be the cost to entry should be very, very minimum for Georgia State. But I don't know how that math. I'm sure they've got some kind of algorithm out there that says at this price point we maximize our number of people and coming in there. If we lower it too much, then we won't get season ticket holders, and if we don't have season ticket holders, it kind of less a reason to come in every single week. We want to get them to buy up front. I don't know, but it seems strange to me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point the people that are buying season tickets would just buy them.
One would think.
Yeah.
One would think.
All right.
Did you see the baseball tweet about their big news that no one knows what it is?
No, I saw someone just posted on PT saying big baseball news, and Ben just said likely a recruit. And then someone said that most big recruits end up going in the draft and never step foot on campus. But I did not see the tweet itself.
I don't know. They just tweeted.
Do they get recruited before they go to the draft? I thought they don't bother with colleges when they skip colleges.
I mean, they don't know if they're going to get drafted or not. So a lot of players will.
I see. They enter the draft and get recruited by a college.
They'll commit to a college and then get recruited by a team. And a lot of times, if they're a high. I think I'm being honest about this. I'm being honest because I'm not lying, but I think this is to be true.
I think you're right.
Is that some of these they'll get a because minor league doesn't pay very well at all, but some of these guys will get kind of like a signing bonus when they get drafted, so they get a little bit of a nice chunk of money up front, and then they get paid their $14,000 a year for however many years it takes for them to actually make it into the big dance or big show.
Maybe we're gonna play some game at Truist. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I have no clue. I mean, recruiting news, they dropped that as big news.
What was the actual tweet? What did it say?
Let's see. Well, I posted it again. Our big news has generated quite the excitement. Drop below your guess on the news.
Stadium.
Ben says no on that one.
Yeah,
I see it right here. Yeah, our big news has generated
big news coming this week.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a recruit.
Yeah.
Stadium.
I hope it's the stadium. That'd be awesome.
It'd be a very weird way to break stadium news. Would be to tease it from the actual university account.
Stadium.
We're playing Georgia.
That'd be kind of. Well, we already played Georgia. We play Georgia every year. We play Georgia and we play Tech every season. I think we played Tech like twice.
Tim doesn't even know.
I do know.
It was just sort of a joke because you were like, we're playing Georgia. You know.
I mean, if it's not the stadium, we're not playing at Truist. What else could it be?
We're playing Georgia at Truist.
That could be big news if we were playing a game of Truist. That could be for real.
It'd be kind of cool if they did we talked about before about doing like a basketball like real round robin type thing, or not really a round robin, but like a little state of Georgia tournament in basketball every year. But if they did something with baseball where they played like 2 or 3 games, 4 games over a weekend at Truist Park every year, getting State and Tech and Georgia, Kennesaw State,
right?
Anybody else that may have a program that someone would care about.
Mercer.
Sure, yeah, that's what I was talking about. All right. Cool. Well, I think we can kill this one.
Kill it.
Just as long as the other one.
Look at that.
I don't even think we cussed about Urban Meyer.
Some decent content in this one,
I really
too.
thought talking about a co-ed grinding on him in a bar was going to get to more dirtier talk, but
we try to figure out whether grinder or grinded is the right grinder. Guys, get me away from here. I'm busy after this.
You're delirious, Ryan. Delirious.
Well, now that word's been said, my advertisements on my Facebook page are going to be completely different.
You're
now,
welcome.
So thanks for putting that into my mic of my phone.
Look, I'm just interested in those elite units.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to Last Call. We will talk to you again next week. Hopefully, still riding the hangover from big party on Saturday. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Is that a question?